So hello and welcome back to the channel. You join me here with Riva down at our storage yard, and we're going to discuss in this video cheap security. Not so much cheap if you come to buy it, because Alko wheel locks aren't cheap, but cheap because if you watch this video you'll see where you can get them from at a good price without breaking the bank. So yeah, Alko wheel locks. Now, Riva came with an Alko chassis, and on these Alko chassis, they fit factory fitted receiver, threads, bolts, whatever you want to call them, threaded holes to receive the Alko wheel locks into the chassis itself to actually lock the wheels. Now, I don't know whether the previous owner kept them or whether the previous owner never had them. I presume he had them because I can't see a caravan like this being supplied new without the locks, but he might not have had them. But whoever we had this caravan off either kept the locks or never had them. But I always wanted to fit the Alko wheel locks because inside the hubs you've actually got the receiver ready to receive the bolt for the Alko wheel lock. So I did a bit of digging and I found out that on Riva we need the Secure 35. Now all the different petals, and you'll see here the different petals, I've got different numbers. So ours happens to be a 35, but you can get 36, 34, and it's for all the different alloy wheel designs. So once I decided which ones I needed, I decided to go online and see if I could find them. And to my shock, wow, the price. Around about £250 at the point of making this video per lock. So that would be £500 just to secure the two wheels on the caravan. Now, I haven't got that sort of money to blow, and I certainly wouldn't blow that sort of money even if I had it. So I shopped about, and I shopped about wisely, and I actually found two wheel locks locally in Derby, both being sold by separate individuals. I paid £60 for one and I paid £50 for the other. So for £110, I've got two locks. That's a saving of £390 saving just by shopping around and going on Facebook Marketplace. If I was to recommend anything, if anybody's looking for these Alko wheel locks, shop about, because people are selling caravans, forgetting that they've got them, not sending them with the caravan and keeping them behind, maybe accidentally, and then they're left with this lock that they then need to sell. So if it is that you've got an Alko chassis and you haven't got these wheel locks and you've got the facility to receive the bolt to fit them, take a look on Facebook Marketplace, because that's exactly what I did. Now I'm going to show you now how to fit them. I'm going to show you what you can expect to get once you buy the kits, as in the bolts, the keys, etc. So let's get into it. So here they are, the two locks that I bought. They both come with bags. We'll take a look inside now and see what you can expect to get inside the bag with each kit. So this is the kit in its entirety, straight out of the bag. You've got a wheel brace, you've got a locking bolt. This bolt goes into the threaded part, obviously. You've got your locking wheel nut key. They call that a key because on the end of there is a keyway which fits the threaded bolt. You've got your actual key for your lock cylinder, and then you've got a little rubber here which goes on the end of the cylinder once you've locked it to keep water out, and then you've got your petal. So this is your Alko petal, as you can see, Alko 35 Secure, and all the different models stand out by the different numbers that are associated to them. So this is for the eldest wheel that we have. So now we have a feel for what's in the kit. Let's go ahead and fit it, and I'll show you which components go where so that you can securely fit the Alko wheel lock. As you can see, with it being used, it's a little bit tarnished, but that's not a problem. It doesn't affect use. What I will say is just make sure you've got all these items. Okay, I've only got one key, but the gentleman had lost one of the keys. That's not a problem. But as long as you've got these components, you've got everything. And please check, because when I checked, the gentleman didn't even have that key. That was still on his new caravan keys. He'd swapped them over. So it's a good job I checked before coming away, because sometimes when you buy things used, not everything's there to begin with. So just check you've got all these items and you'll be good to go. Right, so let's get into fitting these wheel locks. Now, you're about to see on a twin axle why it's so difficult to fit these locks, because when you get one wheel lined up with the receiving hole, the other wheel's out, so it can be a little bit tricky. And this is why you could do with the lock and level bags. If you had a lock and level bag, you'd put it under the wheels, you'd reverse the car so that one was in line, you'd fit the lock, then you'd blow the caravan wheels up just on the side that you've locked, leaving the side that's not locked free floating, if you like, and then you can rotate that wheel so that the pedal of the lock fits into the wheel recess. Because I don't have a lock and level bag, what I've done here is I've jacked the caravan up, and then I'm now going to fit the pedal with the caravan jacked up. So if you watch a bit further, you'll see. So as you can see here, we now have the caravan jacked up by my trusty 20-year-old jack, and as you can see, the receiving hole is out. It needs to be in line with this. So this wheel needs to go up. For that to be in line, that needs to be in the centre there, not up there. So this wheel just needs to rotate an anti-clockwise a touch. So I'll let the handbrake off. Now it's chocked on the other side. We'll rotate this wheel and we'll get the pedal fitted. As you can see, I've already fitted this side, but I wanted to show you the actual fitting process. So a little tip and a trick here, when you come to your chassis, under your caravan, you should have little yellow caps stopping dirt ingress. Ignore the state of the wheels, I haven't cleaned it since we got back off holiday, but you see that your little yellow cap? Now, not many people know this, but in your kit with your wheel brace, you've actually got a flange on the end of there, and I'll show you what it's for now. That goes in there and there's a groove, and that allows you to turn that cap without getting messy. Not many people know that, but that's what it's for. And then when you remove your Alko wheel lock and go to refit this, again, you just put it in that flange that's on the end of your brace bar, spin it and tighten it up. So as you can see now, we've got the wheel to the point where it can spin. And what we just need to do now is line our wheel up with our pedal. So get it to where you want it, bang on central, and now we can fit the pedal. This being the pedal, and that just now goes in there to line up with your hole. So once you've got your lock and wheel nut key and bolt in, you simply wind it up. You do it up to the point where it's tight. Take your lock and wheel nut key out, and then this is where your barrel and your key come in. That being the barrel, it takes the key in the end, simply twist to lock, twist to unlock, pop that in the centre of the lock, turn the key, remove the key, and then this is where your black rubber comes in. The black rubber just goes on the end to stop in water ingress, and that is your Alko wheel lock fitted. As I said, I already fitted this side, so now Riva has got both locks on for under £200. Just make sure when you're packing away that you keep your yellow dust cap separate, put that back in your bag, and then when you come to take the wheel lock off, you can put your dust cap back on and stop dust ingress. So there you have it, that's the locks fitted. I hope you found that useful. Just a bit of an impromptu video really, just to show you that you can do it cheap. You don't have to go and buy a brand new, and those locks will do exactly the same job as what they would have done if you've gone to the shop and spent £500. So just a way of saving a bit of money, and it all goes a long way because it means you can spend more money on campsites. See you on the next one. Thanks for joining. Please like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this video. Leave your comments, let me know if you've bought anything second-hand for your caravan, if you like saving money like I do, and also if you've got these Alko locks on your caravan. See you again.